Thank you guys so much for joining the Cooking Up Sales with Cast Iron. This is like our 9th or 10th session. Super excited to be sharing this content with you all. I am Sid Mitchell of the Sugar Queen Academy and of Sweet Fest, and I am one of the coaches with Cast Iron. So welcome everybody. The agenda for today, we're going to go through a brief introduction into who I am, just in case you're brand new to the session. And then we're going to do an overview of the topic, and then we're going to jump right into the content ideas for social media. And then there'll be a time for Q&A. If you are watching the recording, then you can also put your questions in the comments area over on YouTube as well. All right. So introduction, who am I? I'm Sid. I updated my picture from the last time that you guys saw me there. And I am an accountant as well as a business coach here in the foodie space. I went to the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill for undergrad as well as for grad school. I got my master's in accounting, and I worked for PricewaterhouseCoopers as well as some other accounting places or in the finance department for a lot of companies. So if you see above the line, that's my accounting background, my finance background. And then below the line is my life since I've been in the foodie and cake world. The little S is for Sweet Fest, which is a business resource for those of you in the food space. So there's a blog, there's trainings, as well as the Sugar Queen Academy, which is the logo right next to that with the little piggy bank. It's also the business courses as well. So everything that I talk about is related to business, growing your business, starting a business in the food and beverage industry. That means if you sell bagels, if you sell donuts, if you sell baked goods of any kind or food of any kind, then this content is absolutely for you. All right. So I'm also the American Cake Decorating business columnist, as well as the business blogger for Retail Bakers of America. I contribute to Pastry Arts Magazine. And then, of course, I host the Cooking Up Sales with Cast Iron. And then I jump in on some of the fun activities that they have, such as Camp Cast Iron. I'm so glad that I said that correctly because I feel like I could just stumble over that. But Camp Cast Iron, which just happened recently, contributed to that, and then some other things as well with Cast Iron. So I'm here being a business resource for all of you guys. All right. So welcome. In the background, and probably a little bit later, you'll see Emily. She is our contact over at Cast Iron. She will be your support. She's basically on the support side of things, and she's my personal contact there at Cast Iron. I chat with her all the time about different things, and then sometimes I connect with the like product development group and give them the feedback that you guys have given me or the feedback that I've come up with. So Emily is a great resource. Just make sure you take a screenshot, get that email address just in case you have some questions about the platform in general. She'll be able to help you out with that. Also, don't forget to check us out over on YouTube. So search for Cast Iron HQ or Sugar Queen Academy, and you can find business content over there as well. There's a full playlist of the Cast Iron Cooking Up Sales, so you can like basically go back and watch all of the previous episodes. That should be probably about maybe 5 or 6 hours worth of content over there, just telling you more about how to grow your business, how to grow your online store, different tools to use to get yourself kind of found on Google, get yourself here with social media. So it's all kinds of information. Definitely make sure to check it out. And then when you go over there, make sure that you like the videos and you subscribe as well, because that's what all the YouTubers say, right? All right, so overview. In this era of social media dominance, platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok have become powerful tools for businesses to connect with their audience, build brand awareness, and drive sales. All right. Matter of fact, I got to move this now. Look. All right. For food business owners specifically, good Lord. For food business owners specifically, social media offers a great opportunity to showcase your mouthwatering products, engage with customers, and ultimately increase your sales. However, we all know that simply having a presence on social media is not enough. You can't just show up and expect for sales to happen. You do need to have a strategy to engage with your potential customers online and on social media. All right. The real challenge comes with creating content that not only captivates your audience, basically grabs their attention, but also inspires them to take action. All right. no matter the type of food business you have or the type of business you have in general, you have to have the keys. The keys of success lie in crafting creative and engaging content that sets you apart from your competitor. All right, I messed up that sentence, but y'all get the drift. So basically, the key lies in crafting engaging content. Being out there, being present is not just the only thing. You need to have something that's going to, again, inspire them to take action. All right. In this session, I'll be sharing 6 valuable tips that can help you unlock the power of social media and inspire your content strategy. These tips are designed to not only engage your audience, but also potentially increase your sales. By the end, my hope is that you'll have actionable ideas that will help you in your social media marketing efforts. All right. So I don't want to just get you all hyped up, but I want you to be able to just take what I'm talking about and then go over to your, social media, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, or maybe even just go over to a journal and start writing down ideas. So that's the hope and plan and purpose for this whole conversation. All right. This was the slide that I was looking for. So there's a whole playlist if you want to play catch up over on the YouTube channel. So I think we're up to 9 now, 8 or 9, maybe 10. This may be 10. So there's tons of content. All right. And you should go check it out. Make sure that you play catch up and learn a little bit more about how you can grow your business online. All right. So tip number 1 is to share behind the scenes content. All right. Take your audience behind the scenes of your food business. Share photos or videos of your process. Introduce your team members, introduce yourself, and also you can showcase your menu. Showing behind the scenes content is important for food business owners because it fosters a sense of transparency, authenticity, and a deeper connection with your audience. It provides a glimpse into the inner workings of the business, making the audience feel involved and connected to the brand. For example, sharing photos or videos of the food preparation process showcases the care and attention put into each dish, while introducing team members humanizes the business and creates a personal connection. So it makes it to where people know that there is a person, there is an owner behind the brand. And a lot of times people want to invest in the personality behind the brand, the mission behind the brand, and you can showcase that by showing behind the scenes content. Another example is highlighting how you source your ingredients, which could place an emphasis on quality and sustainable practices, especially if that's something that's a brand value of yours. So for instance, if you know that if you, for instance, get fresh eggs from a local farmer, then maybe highlighting that and showcasing the connection that you have with that farmer and maybe showcasing them on your page and just, expressing to people that this is what we do in order to, get quality ingredients. Overall, behind the scenes content helps build trust, establishes a unique brand identity, and encourages audience engagement. Now, I will put a little asterisk. Y'all know I love asterisks. We'll put a little asterisk on this and say that if you are going to show behind the scenes content, you want to make sure that you pay attention to what's actually in the scene. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have clear hygiene practices, that nothing crazy or gross is going on in the scene. You want to make sure that your stuff is on point. Okay. So maybe clean up your space a little bit. Or, if it's one thing that you are making for an actual customer project, maybe it is, you pay attention to having gloves on or having your hair tied back or something like that. The hygiene practices that you guys need to have. So I'm just putting it out there because it's a gift and a curse to be able to share behind the scenes because people may also be very judgy about what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so just kind of putting that out there. That's my little asterisk. Okay, another piece is reviews and testimonials. Share testimonials and reviews from satisfied customers. Ask your loyal customers to provide feedback and encourage them to share their positive experiences on social media. User-generated content builds trust and credibility, showing potential customers that others have enjoyed your food and had a great experience. Testimonials can also influence the purchasing decisions of potential customers. We've all been there. I know that's me. I read the reviews. By showcasing positive testimonials, you can create trust and establish your brand's reputation. For example, sharing a customer's excellent review about the taste and quality of your food can entice others to try your products. I will say this, if you, I'm not saying that you need to, go to your Facebook page or take a screenshot of, and take a screenshot of your Facebook page reviews or take a screenshot of a text message. If that is a part of your brand, then absolutely you can do that. But you can just as easily copy and paste that same content into a Canva template that showcases the reviews, makes it look a little bit prettier. Or you can, put it onto your website, or you can, showcase it in a little different way, make a beautiful branded post around it as well. Okay. So I want you to showcase your reviews, but also make sure that you're doing it in a way that also fits your brand. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Also, highlighting a customer story about how your food helped them celebrate a special occasion can showcase the type of emotional connection that your business can create. And we all know that people buy based on emotion, right? Ultimately, customer reviews and testimonials can act as powerful endorsements that validate your food business and attract new customers. Like I said, I'm one of those people that before I buy something, whether it's on Amazon or whether it is just on an online store that I'm, connecting with, I want to see if they have reviews and what people are saying. And I'm one of those people who jump straight to the most negative review too, because it could be something petty or it could be something legit. All right. So here are a couple quotes that I felt like needed to be shared related to reviews. Okay. Almost 9 of 10 customers read reviews before making a purchase, making reviews a critical factor in buying decision. All right. 65% of shoppers trust products more when reviews have user generated content such as photos and videos. 91% of let's try that again. 91% of consumers in the 18 to 34 age group trust online reviews as much as recommendations from family, friends, and other personal acquaintances. All right, so what would that look like on your cast iron store? So you have your gallery, right? Now you could create different, like I said, take the information, the feedback, the reviews that you've gotten from customers via text message, via your Google reviews, your Facebook reviews, wherever you get your reviews from in your DMs, and then make them into beautiful images using Canva or Photoshop or whatever your graphic design preference software is, right? You make some branded content and then you put them on your gallery over on your cast iron store. And that's one way to showcase your reviews as well. All right. Offers and promos. Create exclusive offers or discounts specifically for your social media followers and promote these deals on your social media platforms to incentivize your audience to visit your or order from you. This should help drive traffic and encourage potential customers to take action. Again, we're trying to motivate people to spend money with you, right? Highlighting special offers and promotions is important for food business owners because it can create a sense of urgency, which will encourage customers to act sooner rather than later. Limited time deals and exclusive discounts encourage potential customers to try your offerings or make repeat purchases, right? Also, sooner rather than later because they want to get in on the limited time deal. Okay. By showcasing these promotions on social media, you can reach a wider audience and drive traffic to your business. Okay, so here's an example. For example, offering a buy one, get one promotion can entice customers to include a friend and ultimately increase your overall sales. So it could be, I'm not saying it has to be a free, right? It could be buy one, get one 10% off, or buy one, get one 50% off, or buy a cake and you get a cupcake, accompanying cupcake for the birthday person, right? We're in the COVID times. So we want to make sure that the birthday person has a cupcake that they can blow out the candle on, whereas the rest of everybody else can eat off of this cake, right? So that's something that you can make work within your brand, whatever that looks like. Another example is a discount code exclusively shared on social media rewarding your followers and encouraging them to engage with your content. All right. This is something specifically you're going to tell people, like, look, you have to check our social media. You have to, follow us in order to see our exclusive discounts that come out once a month or something like that. And then maybe you even send that in your email blast, or you post that on another social media channel, directing people to come to your, most popular social media channel. Ultimately, highlighting special offers and promotions on social media helps boost customer engagement, attract new customers, and of course, drive sales. All right, the next one, collaborate with others. Partner with influencers or food bloggers who have a strong presence on social media. I am all about the collaboration. Collaborating with influencers or food bloggers is important because it allows for increased brand exposure and access to a larger targeted audience. If you are specific about which influencers you want to work with or which food bloggers you want to work with, then you can really target, like, key in on a specific audience and a specific demographic. For instance, if you are, I'm going to use Atlanta as an example. If you have a, wedding shop, wedding design company, wedding cake design company in Atlanta, then maybe you want to connect with a wedding planner, big influencer in the Atlanta space, and you want to collaborate with them in some way. Maybe you do some type of styled shoot or something that they would share out your content in a collaboration effort. All right. So you can key in on that, because more than likely, people who are following that Atlanta wedding planner are probably brides, couples, grooms, people who are interested in getting a wedding cake. Okay. Influencers and bloggers have established credibility and a dedicated following, making their endorsements and recommendations highly influential. By partnering with others, you can tap into their audience and leverage their influence to promote your products or services. So, for example, having an influencer or blogger create content featuring your products and sharing their positive experience can generate buzz and attract new customers. So, I have a really good example of that. I have a friend who owns a cheesecake. I'll say cheesecakery, but a cheesecake business in Atlanta. And for Mother's Day, she had a collaboration brunch with a food blogger, a big food influencer that was also from Atlanta. And they did like a co-branded brunch for mothers on Mother's Day. And because both of them were reaching out to their own individual audiences, they were able to have a really large, successful event because they were getting pull from those different areas, and then the networks of the people who were also coming because they saw it from them. Okay. Another example is organizing a collaboration where an influencer takes over your social media for a day, providing their unique perspective and engaging with your audience. An example of that is maybe if you participate in some type of event and you know that this other influencer is going to be there, or this is an event where they probably should be there. So maybe it's a food and wine festival, and then you have them to just take over your phone. Maybe you pay them a little bit and you say, hey, take over and do like, live stories from my page showcasing what we're doing and all the other exciting things that are going on at the event, and then encouraging people to come visit us at our booth, right? All right. Collaborating with influencers and food bloggers amplifies your reach, enhances brand credibility, and ultimately drives business growth. All right. And then I don't know if I think this is the last one. Contests and giveaways. All right, giveaway. Engage your audience by running contests or giveaways on social media. Social media contests and giveaways can generate excitement, encourage engagement, and expands the reach of your brand on social media. Contests and giveaways incentivize users to participate, often requiring them to like, share, or comment on your post, which increases visibility and engagement. All right, we've all been there where a friend of ours tagged us in a post in the comments because they wanted to win a mixer or a date night or some product, right? We've all been there. Maybe we've tagged our own friends, but that has also brought attention to posts that we personally would have never paid attention to. And you can use that same strategy to your advantage with your business. By offering attractive prizes or exclusive experiences, you can create a sense of urgency and encourage potential customers to take action. For example, running a tag your friend contest where participants have a chance to win a free item for themselves and a friend can expand your reach as participants share your content with their networks. I basically got ahead of myself, but that's exactly what we were talking about. Another example is hosting a giveaway where participants have a chance to win a gift card to your business by sharing or reposting a photo of their favorite item on your menu. Okay. Contests and giveaways foster community, boost engagement, and can lead to increased brand loyalty and sales. Oh, one more. There it is. Share stories. Use storytelling to captivate your audience. Share stories about the inspiration behind your menu items, the history of your business, or the values that drive your brand. By sharing stories, you can highlight the values, traditions, or inspirations that shape your business. For example, sharing the story of how a family recipe passed down through the generations became a signature item on your menu can invoke a sense of nostalgia. It can make people get more inspired by your story, or maybe even just be more drawn to your story because they realize the connection to legacy. Another example is creating a story time series that shares memorable interactions with customers, showcasing the positive experiences and relationships fostered through your business. For those of you who've been paying attention to TikTok or Instagram, we heard about Cake Gate a couple weeks ago, where basically a baker showcased a cake and talked about this interaction that she had with the customer. Now, this went viral for negative reasons, but same thing along those lines. Like, look, I'm creating this cake, or when I was creating this cake, here's what happened. And it was, I was stuck in traffic for, 45 extra minutes. I thought the cake was going to be late, but it turned out to be amazing. Or, we've all had one of those cake disasters where the cake falls apart on the delivery and then we had to save it. So those type of things, people actually get drawn into the story. That's the reason why binge watching TV is such a big deal, because we all get drawn into a story. All right, especially a good story. All right, storytelling adds depth to your content and helps create a personal connection with your audience. It evokes emotions and helps establish a unique brand identity. Okay, so recap. First, before we recap, before I came on here, I got an email. Hopefully you guys got an email too. I talked about a new feature, which I'm super duper excited about. You can add pages now to your website on Cast Iron. Super duper excited. So you can now have a more control of your web design and improve your customer shopping experience by adding new shop pages to your shop. Such as gallery, about, FAQ, and contact. And then even Cast Iron Pro users can even add a separate page to showcase their availability calendar. So I know if I'm excited, you guys have probably got to be over the moon about this thing. But I'm excited to see it in action for sure. Also, if you go to the blog, so if you go to castiron.me/blog and you go to this area, it'll look just like this, the same picture. You can actually sign up to be a part of the demo. They're going to showcase what it all looks like as well. Okay, I can't confirm this date, but coming up next month, we're going to talk about summer sales strategies. Maybe when Emily comes on here, then we can confirm the date or not. But just know that we will be back again next month talking about summer sales strategies. I didn't even realize I put those 3 S's together, but it should be fun going forward. All right. So a recap, and something I'm going to even have to backtrack on too, because I just realized I forgot to put in one of the slides, but we'll talk about that in a second. So social media content ideas. Number 1, by taking your audience behind the scenes of your business, you create a sense of transparency and authenticity that allows your audience to form a deeper connection with your brand. Also, don't forget that asterisk to make sure that you pay attention to what's actually in the scene, okay? Make sure that you are following proper protocol and processes for your business so that things don't go south, but that it is always a positive note when you're showing things behind the scenes, maybe when you're on deliveries, that type of stuff, highlighting your team members as well. User-generated content builds trust and credibility, showing potential customers that others have enjoyed your food and had a great experience. So ask your loyal customers to provide reviews and feedback and encourage them to share their positive experiences on social media and to tag you so then you can repost it as well. Number 3, create exclusive offers or discounts specifically for your social media followers. Promote these deals on your social media platforms to incentivize your audience to visit or order from your business. And this is where I forgot to add in the slide. I took a whole screenshot and everything, but you can create coupons and discount codes within your cast iron store. I believe it is in the marketing area, but I can get Emily to confirm that as well. But make sure that you are doing that to help get the word out, and also because we're using this as one of our content ideas. If you want to create a discount or have a limited time offer, you can create that within your cast iron store. Okay. Number 4, partner with influencers and food bloggers to expose your brand to a wider audience. They can create content featuring your products, share their experience with their audience, and recommend your business. They can even take over your social media for you, or just create content that maybe they don't share on their page, but you share on your page. So whatever fits your brand. Engage your audience by running contests or giveaways on social media. And then finally, use storytelling to add depth to your content and help create an emotional connection with your audience. All right. Again, we want to evoke emotion because people buy based on emotion. A lot of us do. All right. Questions?
Great job, as always, Sid. I love it. I just dropped in the chat that your coupons, they're under your website settings, and I dropped the link. And that's a feature that's available to everyone, so you don't have to be pro or anything to use the coupons. So definitely make use of that. Great way to grow your email list too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But great job. Love all these ideas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so to kind of go off of something that you just shared the link for, and I did touch on a little bit, the new pages, is that just for pro people or is that for everybody? And then is it just the availability calendar is for pro people? Can you give us some more insight on that?
Yeah, so everybody will have access, now does have access, it's not will, it's live now in Cast Iron. Everybody has access to a few new pages. You have a dedicated about page. So previously your about section was on your main shop page, but it would get cut off after a couple of lines, and your audience or your customers would have to click read more or something to view it all. So now it lives on its own page. No clicking, view more. You've also got a photo gallery page. That's not new, but it is not the only extra page. So people might even click on it even more after this. Also a FAQ page. So if you've got this is, I think, going to come especially in handy for people who maybe have unique fulfillment options. So maybe you only do, a couple of pickups a month as the way that people get their orders from you. Or if you take custom orders and people want to know, why are you asking me all these questions? What do you need from me in order to make this a success? Any frequently asked questions would belong in the FAQ page. And then there's also a contact page, which just, enables your customers to reach out to you if they have any questions. Those are all included in the basic plan. On top of that, because the calendar as a whole, a custom order availability calendar, where your customers can see are you available to do my wedding cake on this day or what have you? That's only available in the pro plan. So them being able to see your availability is also only available in the pro plan.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
total sense. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And then can you, I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but can you remind us of when the date is for, like I did see in that email, there's like a demo or something like that.
Yes.
Do you remember when that is?
It is June 22nd. So June 22nd at noon Eastern, you will be able to join Lindsay on our team, who is just an absolute pro at at using cast iron to the best of your ability. She'll be leading that, and she will show you all of the new pages and how to add them and how to customize them and all of that. And there's more coming, right? Like that's not there.
Yeah.
Who knows what our product team will manage to get out before then? That's several weeks away.
Yeah, no, that
So
was a really big
yeah,
deal. When I saw that email come through, and I was so thankful that I saw it come through before coming on here because I was like, oh, we gotta talk about this.
yeah.
So I'm really excited to see that. I feel like that may have been one of the recommendations from the feedback session that we had before. So that's really awesome. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, definitely something that we heard from a lot of people that we want more pages. And, obviously we just launched it, but this should theoretically help you improve your SEO. More pages means you can put more content on your website. If you're really going after, Atlanta cake baker or something like that, like you want to show up for that. Maybe your FAQs talk about your service area and your product offerings and things like that. So it just opens up the opportunity. And maybe you were hesitating before to add a super long about me section because it was getting cut off. Well, now you've got your own about page, so go ham.
No, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see there is a question. Will these tips work for an online baking supply store? Absolutely. I feel like everything I talked about can really work as just a general rule for like most businesses and especially online businesses. Giving your customer reviews, I mean, yes, of course. What was the other? There was like a couple other ones. I now need to go back to my hold on. Where's my recap? So going behind the scenes, absolutely. Like let's say if you have a restock or if you have something, something fun going on with this, bake supply company that you have, the reviews and feedback, offering discounts to your social media followers, partnering with influencers, doing contests, telling stories. Like, yeah, absolutely. Those all could work.
Totally. And don't forget to drop your questions in the Q&A or in the chat if you have them. I had a question about giveaways. Kind of what do you think about the risk that people are, just following you or commenting because they just want the free thing and they don't really care about your business? They're not committed to supporting your business. They just want the free thing. What do you think about like keeping up the momentum after a giveaway ends?
No, I think that's a really good question because there are definitely people who like will follow and then unfollow. I think if you give like a strategy where maybe they have to tag a friend and then maybe the likely like they have to follow and they have to tag a friend. And so then that friend is probably going to follow and they're going to tag another friend. And so you may end up getting this like influx of followers, but then if you are sharing content that is of quality, then they may stick around. So I wouldn't not do a giveaway because I'm scared that people are going to unfollow because then you really just not going to get anywhere. So it's better to do it, get those followers, and then if a couple fall off, that's fine. But also, like you said, you want to keep the momentum, right? So you share, and then after that, you don't just stop sharing, right? Like after the giveaway is done, now you need to continue to maintain showcasing your work and sharing tips and doing all the fun things that get people engaged as well.
I love it. Yeah, that's great because I've seen that happen when I've done giveaways, not for a food business, but for other things. So definitely something, to look out for, I would say. But yeah, it's a great way to grow your following, and you're just kind of expanding your sphere of influence by getting, tag 3 friends or what have you.
Yeah. And the likelihood that like 100% of the people will unfollow you after following you is very unlikely, right? Like
Exactly.
I have no idea what the statistic is on that, but I doubt that everybody who follows you will unfollow you
No, I
again.
don't think so either. I think we have time for one last question. When you are brainstorming, you know, social content ideas, let's say like, the summer does not have a ton of holidays. So if you are used to just using like, oh, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, like I've got all these holidays all in a row, and I'm just using those to like fuel my marketing for social.
Right.
How do you what are ways to come up with content when you maybe are used to doing holiday stuff, but you're in the summer, it's a little slower, not so many holidays.
Right.
What do you do?
Right. But along with that, the summer does have themes, right? So there are flavors that are specific to the summer. There are vacations, people, kids being out of school. There's all kinds of other fun things that you can use to kind of inspire. Pinterest is a good place to find inspiration. And just thinking through like, okay, what is my family going through right now? And what are other families going through right now? Right. So if you let's say have a food business where you do like meal prep, then maybe this is an opportunity to showcase like snacks as well, because there's going to be, kids are going to be home for the summer, and now we can provide healthy snacks for the summer. So just thinking through like, and I get that, like, because I'm definitely a big like, okay, well, for February is Valentine's, and April is Mother's Day, and June is Father's Day. Like, I totally understand that, but also along with that, there are themes that I feel like you can kind of use to go along with the summer as well. Like, so maybe you have like a beat the heat, type of promo or something that maybe, you give some type of discount on whatever fun idea or whatever. Or maybe you have some type of s'mores kit that you put together, or maybe you have a s'mores flavor. These are things that are still like very summer related, even though it's not like connected to a holiday specifically.
Absolutely. I love it. And I mean, who's to say you can't do, Christmas in July and get some very early
Right.
pre-orders or something for the
And
holidays.
to that point, that is probably why Christmas in July is a thing, right? Because businesses have discovered that there's like a lull in sales because everybody's outside or whatever. And so we need to find a reason for people to come in. Maybe it is a semi-annual sale, or maybe, it's something that just kind of gives you that little boost, because people are going to be excited about most promos, something that is a limited time or whatever, especially if it's on something that they love. And especially like, for instance, there's always going to be some type of awesome movie coming out right now. Little Mermaid is a big deal, right? So if you do some type of mermaid theme thing, snack or whatever, treats that you can take to the movies, or when it comes out on streaming, then you're like, well, Mermaid is out on streaming, and if you need your home movie snacks, we've got you. So there's things that are going on. You just have to like pay attention to like the news or social media and see how you can take that thing and twist it into something that matches with your brand.
Yes, I love it. I love it. And, it doesn't have to be copyright infringement, the little mermaid, you just happen to be making some mermaid cookies. They don't
Absolutely.
have a logo on them. You just
Nope.
love summer mermaids.
Yep. They've got this color palette. This
Yeah.
one right. They got that color palette, very, they got some seashells and, beachy things. Yeah, perfect.
It works. Awesome. Sid, thank you so much. Any closing remarks on social and keeping the lights on through the summer slump?
Right. So I mean, I would say don't get discouraged. I mean, it's easy to get discouraged, right? Especially like over the years, we've seen engagement dip because there's like this pay to play kind of push on social media. There are likely there is a core group of people who are interested in what you have to offer. Make sure you continue to speak to them. One of the things that is like a pet peeve of mine since live stream started is when people come onto the live stream and then like, okay, we're going to wait until more people come on instead of just starting, because it makes it feel like I'm not relevant. Because I'm like one of the first two people to be on the live stream. We don't know if the other 50 million people are going to show up. So now you're making me feel like my point doesn't matter. Me being here doesn't matter. And so, if you continue to just keep that energy up, regardless of whether it is one person on your live or 45 people on your live, or whether there's 45 people liking your post, or whether there's one person liking your post, keep showing up, because people are going to be attracted to that energy, the I'm excited to share this content with you type of energy. I know it can get frustrating, it can get discouraging, but just consider these are your people. Okay, and just like how you want to show up for your family, your friends, those are your people. Those people who are constantly liking and commenting on your things, those are your people as well. Also, don't forget to be social. Like, that is my main sticking point when it comes to social media. Don't just show up on social media, post to your stuff, and then not come back to comment, not comment on anyone else's thing, not liking anyone else's thing, like literally just using it to share your content. That's not the purpose of social media. I know that we've kind of made social media into its own thing, right? Like, social media, first of all, didn't exist, 25 years ago? Right. And so we've had to kind of learn as we grow, and using it for business as opposed to personal. But there still is a social aspect to running a business social media page, right? If somebody comments on your post, like the post, tell them thank you. Even if they just dropped an emoji, or if they dropped or tagged their friend, then say thank you for tagging your friend or something. Continue to engage and provide a sociable atmosphere with your social media content, and that will work wonders.
Amazing. Well, that's what we got for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We will put the recording of this up on our website, so watch out for that. And if you're watching the recording, thank you for tuning in. Let us know what you thought in the comments, and we will see you all again for the next Cooking Up Sales. Bye, everyone.
Bye.